David speaking. How can I help you? That'll be perfect. I have the car ready to go up front, and I'll show you how everything works, and we'll be all set. See you then. Ladies and gents, in today's video, we're going to answer the question, are car sales up or down in 2023? Now, contrary to what you may have seen online, I'm happy to let you know that car sales are up. In just the last few days, we delivered a brand new 2024 Trailblazer LT. We delivered a Harvest Bronze Equinox. We even delivered one of those $70,000 Tahoes that apparently nobody has the money for. We got our one client out of his 2021 Traverse and into a brand new 2023. And this past Saturday, I sold an inbound Chevrolet Bolt as well as spotted a Trailblazer RS. So it's been busy. A couple of key stats from last month, which I think are very good. One, our location, our store hit 135% of our new GM car sales goal. 135%. That's awesome. Another stat is that we have 0% old age inventory. Old age inventory is considered 90 days or older. So everything you see on my lot, which I sort of just gave you a little glimpse of Equinoxes and Silverados, is less than 90 days old. We have 0% old age inventory, which is contrary to what other brands have, where some brands are just loaded up with inventory that they can't sell. So we're rolling through our vehicles here at Schumacher Chevrolet of Livingston very quickly. Now that was last month, right? That was November. We're in December now. We're starting from scratch. We're back down to zero. We currently have 37 vehicles in stock, 37 new vehicles in stock at our location. 16 Equinoxes, 16 Silverados, 1 Trailblazer, 2 Blazers, a Traverse, and the Blazer EV. That is it. Now we're fortunate here that we do have the other 4 Schumacher locations. So if they have something that we need and it's available, we can try to get our hands on that. And otherwise, we're just gonna be focusing on what's inbound. And my game plan for the month of December is to really focus on Silverado and Equinox, because pretty much that's all we have. And if I want to hit my numbers, those are the vehicles that are going to get me there. So you can say it's pretty safe to assume that no matter who I talk to this month, I'm going to offer them an Equinox or Silverado. We're also going to go through the computer and try to find people that may have bought them in the past. Maybe we can get them out of their leases early. I just took pictures of these single cab work trucks that we have because I have a university that bought a number of vehicles from me in the past. Last time I spoke to them, they didn't need anything, but it is the end of the year, and sometimes schools or businesses have money that they want to spend for the calendar year, right? For tax purposes, things like that. So we just sent an email with some information to that university. So we really are going to stay on top of those 2 models, the Equinox and the Silverado. Once I finish just sending out these couple of emails and a couple more phone calls, I did create a chart that I'm going to go over with you, which shows exactly how much the car sales has increased or how much my units are up for the year. Okay, let's get to the point of this video and talk about why and how auto sales are up in 2023. I think it just makes perfect sense. Let's do it inside this brand new 2024 Equinox Premier. This is an all-wheel drive trim. It's a Premier, so of course it has the full leather interior, but most importantly, it does have the available sunroof, which is going to provide the proper lighting for this part of the video. So are auto sales really up or down for 2023? It's a question you have to ask thousands of times. You can't just answer that question with a yes or no, because there are too many variables and there's so many things at play that for one person it could be up, for someone else they can be down. For instance, for me as a salesperson, I am up. I'm actually above my 9-year average right now of what I sold cars. I'm gonna get to that in a second. Now, you can ask other salespeople at the same dealership, are they up? The answer could be yes, the answer could be no. The dealership itself, when you ask the dealership, are you up or are you down? That could be a different answer. We have 5 Schumacher locations. When you ask each location, that could be a different answer. Then multiply that by where you are, the brand of the car, what part of the country. It's thousands upon thousands of answers. And I think the point I'm going to try to make in this video is it doesn't matter what people say is down, it can still be up for you. And the reason I'm making this video is because it's just tiring watching people put content out there that just focuses on the negative of the auto industry. It's such a biased opinion, and it's like people look for the demise of the auto industry. And the way I see it is, we all need cars. Can you personally, who's watching this video right now, can you survive in your daily life without a car? The answer to that question is probably no. You need a vehicle. So if we need vehicles, and right now we sell them through dealerships. Why can't we all just work together in a nice way to make everybody happy, whether it be the salesperson, the dealership, and or the customer? And trust me when I tell you, I know there are bad dealers out there, and there are bad customers out there, and there are bad salespeople out there. But you know what else there is? There's good customers, good salespeople, and good dealerships as well. So let's try to focus on some of the good. Here's the good that I'm gonna bring you. I'm gonna put a chart up on the screen, and this chart's gonna represent my sales for the last 9 years, from 2015 all the way up to forecasting the rest of 2023. And what I did was I took 9 years worth of sales, I averaged out the units, and that average is based on the zero line that you see on this chart. If you look back in 2015, I was 13 units above that average. 2016, I was actually 26 units above that average. In 2017, things just got better. I was 39 units over that average. Then in 2018, something happened. I didn't quite sell as many cars. I was only 10 over the average. 2019, I was only 4 over the average. And here's where it gets very interesting, because 2020 was the year of the pandemic, right? So the dealership here in New Jersey, we had to shut down. I think it was like mid-March. I came back in mid-April. It was about a month that I was not here selling cars. If you look at my 2020 numbers, I sold the exact same number of cars in 2020 that I sold in 2019. And that's during the pandemic. Now, that was me personally. Again, if you ask other salespeople here, you're gonna get different answers. Some of our salespeople did not come back to work until August of 2020. They were out for 5 or 6 months before we came back to a full staff. So while my sales were above average that year, that may not be the case for everybody else. Now, here's where it really gets good, 2021. Huge drop, 33 units below my average in 2021. Even worse in 2022, 53 units below my average. Now, we all know what happened in 21 and 22. We had the microchip shortage. We had inventories completely dry up, production levels completely dried up. There were points in time in 2022 where I made videos where we had 6 cars on a lot to sell. You know, so it's obvious why units dropped that much in 2022. Now, what's interesting as we get into 2023, we're still dealing with inventory issues. You can obviously see from my videos that we're low on inventory. We're sold out of many different models. You know, we're doing a lot of factory orders, a lot of things that take a lot of time to come in. You know, and even with that being said, if I forecast out to the end of the month based on my average for 2023, I should finish about 9, it'll be more than that hopefully, but about 9 vehicles over my average for the last 9 years, bringing me back to the same numbers I hit back in 2018 and even close to the numbers I had back in 2015. Now, this with high interest rates, low inventory, you know, all the negative things that you see in the videos out there on YouTube, the articles online, you know, and how the industry has just changed overall. Fortunately for me, in my area, people are still buying cars. And I have to imagine it's like this in places all over the country, right? Everything is not just black and white. There are thousands upon thousands of shades of gray. And I think the point of this video is just to kind of illustrate that even when times may be tough, times may be down, you may have the chips stacked against you, you can still come through and you can still, you know, succeed in what you're trying to succeed. So never stop, just keep going. And let's do some housekeeping real quick before we go. Please do me a favor, and I don't ask for this sort of thing often. Could you check and see if you're subscribed? And if you're not subscribed, please click the subscribe button. Let's get this channel to 100,000. You know, we can get there. I'll keep putting content out. I'll start pushing my consistency and trying to get things out more and more and more, but I need your help. I need to subscribe. I want to get to that 100K. I also have something going on where I might have to move content from this channel to another channel. I already had the channel set up. There's nothing there yet, but it's called Day of Dave. If you can go to the description below, you'll see a link. The only link you'll see is for that channel. Please subscribe to that channel. I need to get that channel over 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. There's a whole reason for that, in which I'll explain in the future. Those 2 things would mean the world to me. If you can take care of that and help me out, I'd greatly appreciate it.